They called him the cleaner. No identity, no records, no past. Just a shadow with a mission. Dot. Erase the threats. Leave no trace. He worked for the elite, the untouchable. His silence was their safety. His hands bloodied in secrets. And for years he asked no questions. Until one day, they turned on him. And the ghosts they created came back to haunt them all. It was supposed to be routine. Neutralize a senator planning to leak classified information. The kind of mission he'd done 100 times. But this one felt different. The intel was rushed. The entry point was exposed. And there was no exfil team. He completed the job anyway. One shot, clean. But as he exited the scene, he felt something he hadn't in years. Danger, real danger. He checked his gear. His location tracker was active. He never leaves it on. Then came the drone strike. The building behind him exploded into flames. Gunfire followed. Multiple shooters, tactical precision, military grade. They weren't after the target. They were after him. He barely escaped. Bloodied, bruised, but breathing. That night he stared into a broken mirror. The reflection wasn't human. It was a machine, cracked open. And inside that machine, something awakened. Not fear, not regret, wrath. They trained him to kill, to erase names. Now they wanted to erase his. He wasn't a man anymore. He was a mistake they wanted to bury. He disappeared into the shadows, burned every trace of himself, wiped digital footprints across the 6 countries in 6 hours. He reactivated dead safe houses, pulled stashed weapons from floorboards, switched identities like masks. But this time, he wasn't hiding. He was watching, listening, planning. Operation Zero, that's what they called it. A full sweep to eliminate every former asset. He wasn't the first. He wouldn't be the last. Unless he made himself the last man standing. Zurich, London, Istanbul. He struck silently. One by one, their black sites fell. He crashed their servers, turned their drones against them, left messages written in blood and fire. You created a ghost, now deal with the haunting. They panicked, raised his threat level to code red. They called him rogue, called him a traitor. But behind closed doors, they were scared, because deep down they knew he wasn't rogue, he was righteous. And he wasn't after survival, he was after ruin. He remembered his first kill. He was 17. They told him it was for national security, that the man was dangerous, that it was necessary. But years later, he found the truth. The man was innocent, a pawn removed to protect a lie. Every mission after that, every bullet, built the fire inside him. A storm waiting to explode. And now that storm had a target. Period. Them. He infiltrated their main facility, ground zero of the operation, not through stealth, but through fear. They knew he was coming, and still, they couldn't stop him. He moved like death itself, cold, silent, and absolute. When he reached the command center, he didn't pull the trigger. He turned on the cameras. And for the first time in years, he spoke. You trained me to erase people without a trace. But you forgot one thing. Ghosts don't disappear. They haunt. You taught me to be silent. But now I speak for every life you erased. I'm not here for justice. I'm here for balance. He detonated the building, left no survivors, walked into the smoke, gone before the ash could settle. He wasn't the villain. He wasn't the hero. He was the consequence of every lie, every betrayal, every silent kill. They tried to erase the cleaner, but in doing so, they created a legend. If this story hit you deep, if you felt the fire, then fuel the mission. Like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. Because on Beyond Limits, we don't just tell stories, we awaken monsters.